Now it's time to talk about my patch wish list. In fact, let me bring up the tier maker for this. Before I get into that, there's some words from the devs. They said November 18th that we're gonna get a couple changes for it to give us a little sample size, a little bit. They said, since there's been a lot of discussion around the meta, we also want to let you in on our balanced patching plans for the next few months. But first, there are two things we want to reiterate. Oh my god. Before we make a change, we want to make sure it actually makes the game better. That might sound obvious, but it's easy to overlook how much thought and testing go into making a single tweak. We need to think carefully about how our game plan systems fit together. Take the time to make sure any changes feel right in playtesting and squash any unintended bugs that come with them. We're cautious about being overreactive. Metas take time to develop, and what feels overpowered at first can sometimes balance out once players find new counter strategies. We'd rather give y'all time to adapt before jumping in with big adjustments. That said, when something starts making the game feel stale or unfair, we'll step in and bring things back in line. Hence all the Teemo bugs, but those are bugs. TLDR, if it seems like we're not reacting right away, it's because we want changes that last, not just quick fixes that create new problems. Now onto our upcoming patch plans. Our next patch will release on November 18th and will require a short maintenance downtime. This patch will be focused on balance and bug fixes, with fewer champion adjustments than in our last one. November 17th patch notes will have detailed breakdown, but you can expect adjustments to some of our high performers. Ekko, Teemo, Yasuo. Hopefully Ahri is in this list. Okay, there's no way. If she got by scot-free, I need to know how much SQ paid them. Blitzcrank buffs, the boy do need it. A small number of core system changes, 2x and double down need more nerfs. Various bug and crash fixes, love that for us. Adding resistance, Alawi, and Sandstorm Echo to the rotating store. Alright, give me some costumes. As always, thanks for reading. We'll keep monitoring the meta and sharing updates as we go. Till next time, have fun playing. Alright. So yeah, they talked about their philosophy, give it some time. If it's broken, then we'll change it. Now, to my wish list. What I want to see changed, what I want to see fixed, who I want to see buffed, who I want to see nerfed, what I want for the game. Alright, so this is an easy one, right? Needs bug fixes taken out back. Give me the gun. I'll do it myself. Alright, Teemo. Bunch of bugs. And again, I'll have Chrome put up the tweets of Marlon Pie talking about all the bugs this character has. But from the top of my head, it's Mushroom Super into Spin Dash actually do too much damage, so that's more of a scaling issue than a bug. Spin Dash in the air, or forward S1 in the air, not having any landing recovery is a bug, so those combos are no longer going to work after this patch if they change it. What else does he have? Shovel into tag launches should not work at high hit stuns, so they're gonna fix that. Jump down medium should not force the opponent to stand. Marlon Pie was talking about how his mushrooms don't have enough recovery either. So there's gonna be a lot of changes to this little asshole. The question is, do they come on the 18th? Sorry, I need some water. Ekko, give me the gun. I will take them out back. Alright, I think honestly the only thing Ekko needs is, besides his bug fixes, when you do break into rewind, let me hit Timewinder, man. Let me hit Timewinder and get rid of the Ekko-S, Kebabo-S, whatever you want to call it. It's too good. If you do those two things, it's so much easier to fight Ekko, okay? It's so much easier. Just being able to get rid of Timewinder with any character makes the matchup bearable. Moving on, Ahri. What I want done to Ahri is very similar to what I want done to Super Tag. When she does her S1 super, the one that you hold that lets her skip neutral, she should not be able to act until she makes contact with something. It could be anything. It could be a mushroom, it could be the wind wall, it could be the assist, it could be anything. But she shouldn't be able to move freely until after it interacts with something, because this doesn't mess up her combos. She'll still be able to do all the same combos with this super. She just won't be skipping neutral from full screen with 3 chances. pretty broken, man. Just gotta go. That's like the only thing I realistically want change for her. Other than that, she's alright, I guess. Maybe make Air Fireball have a little bit more recovery, because like right now the only character that can really keep her in check is Yasuo. You know, like every other character, especially like as a former Vi player, fighting Ahri was one of the worst experiences. I would rather drag my feet through molten glass and charcoal than do that again. It was terrible. Make Ahri players feel our pain and have them learn new combos for 2 patches. Don't say that. And then Yasuo. I believe I was saying this in the last video, just like the state of the game and where we are. Make it to where he can't dash forward from stance into his hop. Because again, a lot of his offense comes from him being able to mix up his stance timing. And if usually an okay answer when you see Yasuo go into stance is to jump away, but the fact that he can do stance, dash forward, hop, and chase you down is super incredibly annoying. If he can no longer dash forward into hop and has to do it from stance, just straight out of stance, he no longer can cross you up for mix-ups. You can 2H him if he hops because you know where he's gonna go. Like, he can't chase you down as easy anymore. Like, his offense isn't brain dead anymore. I think if you do that one thing, it'll be much more bearable. Maybe slow down the startup of jump S1, but the problem with that is then his combos change again? So you can't really do that without giving him new combo routes. You know? My thoughts. Yeah, just to self-specify. I mean, let's see. What would I do for that? What's the next? I think Alawi's fine where she's at right now. She's a strong character. She's not weak by any means. It's just that these 4 characters are just that much better than the rest of the roster, you know? Maybe there's something Alawi needs as a quality of life buff. Let me know in the comments, you Alawi players. I can't really think of anything too crazy. He seems fine. Decent movement, good buttons, you know? I mean, who else is... I think Darius is fine as is. I don't really know what you could change about him. He kind of... It's simple combos for great damage. He has decent mix-up. They buffed his backdash for some reason, so he has decent movement for a character his size. I don't really know what you could do to Darius without just making him absolutely broken, you know? It's like you nerf the top 4 and then you buff Darius and then all of a sudden he's one of the best characters in the game, you know? But I think he's fine as is. I also think Vi is fine as is. I don't know if you really want to make her air game much better, because her ground game is immaculate. She's very scary. She has good buttons, good specials backed by assist. You know what? One thing. Make her grab a command grab. That's it. Make it so it's not techable. This is what I've been asking for since I played Vi. Chill? What do you mean chill? You jump it and she explodes. Alright? Make her command grab, because her whole thing is being aggressive and oppressive on the ground. Her air game is basically non-existent. Like, you look at all these other characters and they can do something to you decently when they hit you in the air. What can Vi do? Not that much, you know. It just is what it is, man. I'm just saying. I don't really know for Jinx. I don't know enough about Jinx to make a suggestion. I'm just gonna put her at the bottom of fine as is, because when I fight her, it's super annoying until I get in, but she's very good at walling you out and keeping you on the other side of the screen. This is more me just not being knowledgeable about this character. I'm sure there's Jinx players that are gonna be coming for me, so let me know in the comments what you suggest she needs, okay? Now, It's funny because this is B tier, but buff. Braum? I don't know, man. Maybe his air button's a little better. His air to air game is pretty whack for how big of a character he is. I'm gonna be real. His air to air game is pretty bad. It's probably almost as bad as Vi's, right? But like, at least Vi has cross up jump H, you know, with the big ass hitbox in front of it and behind it. Braum's cheeks don't hit that well, you know. So I think Braum could be okay with a. Oh no! I got it. Command grabs should be throw invo because you can throw somebody out of a command grab. Yeah. That's it. There we go. That's it. Command grabs should not be throwable by a regular grab. I only know this because I play with I Heart Justice and he gets grabbed out of his command grab. Now, maybe he's gaslighting me, but that's what he told me. You know what? Let's check this out. Let's Mythbusters this. Okay, so I have Braum set to command grab when he lands from neutral jump, right? So let's grab him. That's so funny. It says interrupt. That's how you know I'm grabbing him out of his grab. That's so funny. Command grabs losing to regular grabs is a war crime. There we go. Command grabs should beat regular grabs. It's same thing for any command grab. Like same thing for Blitz, right? I mean, I'm not gonna go check to see if his command grab also loses the throws. I'm just gonna assume that's how it works. Maybe it's a Braum bug. Who knows? I mean, what else could you do for? Oh, I know what you could do for Blitz. If he has Steam, his assist pool is not retreating guardable. All of a sudden, he has one of the best assists in the entire game. Terrifying to deal with. Now, does it use Steam? Maybe it can use half Steam. So you get 2 guaranteed pulls? Thoughts? Maybe. What do we think? Yes. Outside of that, I don't really know what else you could really do to him without making him too broken. You got an idea? Let me know. Let me hear what it is. Make hook full screen. It goes like 90% of the screen, my guy. I think you'll be okay. And then Warwick. Okay, so for Warwick, what I want for Warwick as somebody who played him, tried him out, his assist should build blood. It doesn't matter which one. Obviously, the DP assist builds more blood. Okay, his normals should build a little bit more blood. And this is crazy, but he should retain 50% of his blood in the next round. What do we think? Wait, hold on, chill. Chill. What do we think? What do we think? I think it's fair. Because even in blood, he's still not fucking with the top 4. Let's be real. Even in blood, he's not better than these characters, okay? What do we think? A little bit more blood. Retains 50% of whatever blood he has into the next round. Alright. Now, let's talk about fuses, okay? Because, like, there's actually a fuse tier list. I didn't actually think there would be one of these. I don't really need too many of these. So, obviously, there's the 5 fuses, right? Keep as is. So, freestyle, I think freestyle may never get any changes. And if they do, it's going to be very tiny. Because I think the way the fuse works is perfect. It doesn't really help you cheat neutral like 2x or double down. It has a longer cooldown, and your assists are out longer, which could be a good or a bad thing. It's easier to get happy birthday for sure, but it's easier to fix your mistakes because of this. Then we have 2x. Okay, this is my change. Okay, system mechanic change. All right, I think you should not be able to use the same assist twice. You have to cycle between your neutral assist and your back assist. But like I was saying, you have to cycle between your 2 assists. Oh, but some assists are bad. Well, too bad, man. Them's the breaks, bro. Not every super is super assist, super taggable, you know? That's what I want for 2x. You have to cycle between the 2. It just makes it so much easier to deal with. Like, you won't have to fight double my time anymore. Yeah, I mean, like, not like Time Winder my time is that much worse, you know? Double down. Okay? Double down, and I mentioned this with Ahri earlier. You should not be able to tag until after the super has made contact with something. That's it. It needs to make contact with the wind wall, with the mushroom, with the projectile, with the opponent, with their assist, something. So this alleviates the whole break super tag problem, call assist super tag, right? That will fix that part of the skipping neutral. It's a reasonable buff. It doesn't change anything on hit because you're already doing a combo. You're just forced to have to kind of win neutral a little bit. A little bit. For the last two, Juggernaut sidekick, I guess. No, who cares? You know? They're kind of just fuses for the people who want to play a 2v2 game solo, for the most part. I don't really know what to say here. Like, you can't really change anything on sidekick. Or Juggernaut. I don't know, man. Anyways, for the 3 competitive fuses, you heard what I wanted to say. You heard what I wanted to say about the characters. I got fuse changes over here, but there's actually a fuse tier list that lets me talk about these things. Let me know what you guys think about my wish list and the changes that I want regarding the characters and the changes. Like I said, give me the gun. I will take top 4 Outback myself. I say this as an Ekko Yasuo player. Give me the gun. I'm about to Wanted this shit. If you've seen the movie Wanted, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, that's it for me. Hope you liked the discussion. Let me hear what you guys have to say. The game's been out for 2 months. We've had time to sit down with it, really get our hands on it, explore it. What are you looking for? What are you hoping for? Who are you hoping that's coming next season? Or I guess the next year, since we're supposed to get 5 seasons in a year. Who you're hoping to be in the game. I want Samira. She's the Dante function. I'll leave you guys with that. I'm out. Deuces. Bye!